If you are looking for a traditional woman, but you don't have a passport because you ain't got, I'll tell you where you can find one. One of two places. First place you can find a traditional woman is at the church. Second place you can find a traditional woman is at the mosque. The women that will cook and clean for you, be modestly dressed, not be out in the streets, not have random men in their phone every day, and so on and so forth. All the things that you guys consider traditional, are either at the mosque or at the church. But, and here's the but, because you knew a but was coming. Traditional women expect you to commit. That means you gotta go talk to her dad, and her dad has to like you, and then you gotta get a ring and put it on her finger ASAP. I'm cleaning up my entire room right now. I don't care about what the background looks like. But all I'm saying is, if you're not willing to commit, put a ring on a woman's finger, go talk to her dad. Then stop asking for traditional women. Go look for them at the mosque or at the church, and go put a ring on it, or hush. Hush!
Hey folks, this is Jeff with This Week with JTT. This one makes a lot of sense. I thought she's going to be one of those toxic women, but I kind of found out she pretty much made a lot of sense. You will find traditional women in churches and mosques. Still, you got to be careful though. There's some churches you can find such women, and in other churches you will not. All you got to do is be very aware, and be very aware who you deal with. Plain and simple. Because unfortunately, there's some women who's like 3 or 4s, come to church thinking they're going to become born-again virgins. No, it don't work like that. You don't have a body count from 20 to 100 and say well, I'm going to turn that to 0. No, I'm sorry. Once you experience that, you've been put through a lot. You've been traumatized, a whole lot of drama, and I guarantee you've been through at least about a lot of toxic males who treat you bad. Now you got a certain view of males in general, which probably be most likely incorrect. But overall, and I'm not saying don't try. Like I said, number one, you got to make sure you're right. For the men, if you try and find a traditional, you better make sure you're right. You're going to become her husband, her leader. Make sure you're right. Especially in the church, you may become a very good spiritual leader. You can't just come to church okay, I want a wife. Or go to mosque, I want a wife. No. If you're going to go to church, do it because you want to. Give your life, give your heart to God, give your life to the Lord, and you'll be better off for it. It will help you survive the toughest of times, and you'll be surprised how much you feel better compared to doing it on your own. Trust me, you don't do it on your own. It's a rough thing to do. You most likely might not be able to survive it if you're not careful. Plain and simple. You can find good traditional women in church and mosque, but be absolutely positively sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And don't get me wrong, there are women who made a lot of mistakes in life, and they try to turn their lives around. And men are more capable of loving unconditionally, believe it or not, than most women. Yes. All you gotta do is be straight with us, be honest with us, be for real with us, and we'll be there for you for life. Yes. We're simple creatures. If we see a woman who's trying her best, trying to get her life straight and all that, we'll be the one to give you a helping hand. So the good news, yes, you can find these women in mosque or in churches. But say you can't find a woman in mosque or church, you got 2 other choices, and that's for the men I'm talking to. You could be by yourselves, be by you and you alone, take care of yourself, build your brand up to terms if you got your own company or if you got a job, rise up in ranks, or go overseas and find yourself that traditional woman. But if you can find a traditional woman in the United States, more power to you. Until then, folks, peace and love.